Hello viewers, in this video we are going to see the different types of accounts book. Okay, the types of accounts book in Tally ERP 9. In this video I'm going to show you the different reports, for example sales register, purchase register. Okay, then how it can be see quarterly, half yearly and yearly. Okay, so let's see. First, the sales register. Let's select the another company. Okay, alt F3. Here you can select the company manufacturing private limited. Okay, we have now our company is manufacturing private limited. This is a manufacturing private limited, and presently we are doing this one. This is our company. We have two companies in our directory. Presently we are working on manufacturing limited. Okay, let's go to the accounts book. Display then accounts book. Here are the different reports are here. For example, first go with a sales registered. Here you can find the sales registered from 1st April 2008 to next year 31st March 2009. Okay, this is the sales registered for the all 12 months, but here we have started our accounts from November. Okay, from November, December, January, February, March. Only 6 months, only 5 months we have done so far our accounts. Okay, for example, before 5 months only we have started our company. Let's see what are the different format what we can see. Okay, if you want to know the reports also, you find here some of the shortcut key where what you can do with a different format. Okay, first voucher type, company, periods. Okay, quarterly. If you want to see the quarterly report, this is a 5 months. If you want to see quarterly wise, go to alt F5. This is alt F5. Now you can see April to May, May to June to July, June to September, April to June, July to September, October to December, and January to March. This is the quarterly wise. If you want to see detail, alt F1, but we don't have detail here. Okay, if you want to see monthly wise, this is the monthly wise reports. Okay, if you want to see, go with the quarterly, and if you want to see voucher types, so you can see here voucher types, sales and sales orders. Okay, for example, sales here. If you want to see sales order, alt F5. Okay, here this is the monthly wise, and if you want to voucher, see the sales voucher. If you want to see sales voucher under 3 months, you can see we don't have any sales orders. Okay, now this is the way where we can see the different. And now let's see another thing what we can do under sales registered. Okay, go to the select a month first. For example, this month we have selected. Okay, or this month we have selected, any month we have selected. For example, this month, okay, January, we have selected January. Then voucher registered, go for the voucher registered. Okay, here we can find voucher registered. Go enter, press enter, we find voucher register. In this month we have 3 vouchers of sales. Okay, if you here we can see the different formats also. This voucher we can see in different format. For example, detail, period, date, period, company, change voucher, columnar. If you want to see columnar, you can see columnar. Here's the information. Show voucher types, yes. Show voucher number, yes. Show voucher reference. If you want to see reference also, you can see. Okay, party taxation number. If you want to see, show service tax registration number, you can see. Show voucher narration. If you want to see, you can see. quarterly dates and show rate details. Okay, here if you want to see anything, you can see, for example, all items automatic columns, or all item in one column only. If you want to see group or ledger, let's go all item in one column. Accept this screen. Now you can find all item in one column only. Okay, in one column means this is the sales, voucher type, this is the voucher number, this is a quantity. Okay, this is a quantity. Clothing 12 quantity, only one column. This is the rate. Okay, in dollars means we have sold to outside of the country. This is gross total. Okay, and this is the all items total. This is the way where we can see how much amount and where what we have in columnar format. In columnar format, we press the columnar format. Here we saw all item in one column. Okay, if you see all item means automatic column means here accept this. Automatic column also same, but here is a different. Like automatic column is their own columns. You can find where you can find here sales export, sale 4% and output PAT. 4% is a different, output PAT is a different. Okay, this company we have two sale, 5,30,000 is a 4% and 21,200 is a with output PAT. Okay, this much of sale and this much more VAT. And what extra we can do if you want to see in details, alt F1. Alt F1 is a detail, which item we have, which number. This is a quantity only, and this is a voucher types. Okay, this is a voucher type, this is a quantity, and this is amount. And what are the items means? If you want to see in details, press alt F1 in detail. Okay, if you want to see another thing, you can see here, press enter. January, this is the voucher registration. Here you can see extract. Extract means you can see in detail. This is the companies, this is the control packing, Sunday debtors, cash in hand, this much of cash in hand, sales accounts 4% and export sales, and this is the current liability. Okay, total this much of current liability which we have to payable. Okay, voucher registration all, how we can see in January they are cash, packing and Akron clothing. So let's see, if you go with alt 6, here you can find extract means with the details, what are the details in this month. So this month we have this much of quantity, sales and cash in hand and current liabilities. Okay, to view inventory voice, extract the sales registered, click F12, configure setting and alter as required. If you want to see inventory voice, you can see here, for example, here if you want to see inventory voice, press F12. Here you can configure show extract of register, no, show columnar, no, gross profit estimation, no, format, okay, condense only, narration you want to see, bill voice detail also you want to see, you can see yes, no problem. Cost centers you want to see, inventory details also, okay, press inventory details also. Let's directly let's see only no bid wise details, directly see only this is the show inventory details only. Okay, here you can find okay, so F12, inventory details, yes, make it yes, then you can find alt F1. Here is the inventory details. This is the sales export, this is the inventory with this much of amount, we have sale, this is a computer 4, this much of quantity, amount, price, everything, inventory details with the inventory detail. How you can see? By alt F1. This is your company or registered. If you press alt F1, we have done here an opportunity of alt F1. How we can see? Okay, this is how you can see the sales register. Now go with the purchase registered. Here is the purchase register. Purchase register is debit. This is the amount with debit. This is the closing balances after sales. Okay. Now you can see also here. You can also configure. This is the narration you want to see. Closing balance. Show percentage if you want to see in percentages. Okay. Appearance, how it can appear. Only name. Scale factors. Periodicity of use. Show average details, or show with graph. If you want to see with graph, you can see with the graph. Let's see, if you want to see this one also quarterly, you can see this one also quarterly. This is a quarterly. Okay, this is a monthly way where you can see. Okay, if you want to see voucher types, you can see the voucher types. Purchase order, if you have a purchase order, we don't have any purchase order. If you have purchase registered, we have purchase registered here. Okay, if you have purchase register, we don't have any purchase. Okay, we have different purchase registers. Okay, if you want to see in columnar format, you can see columnar format here. If you want to see change voucher, okay, columnar format, here you can see the columnar format the same way where we have done earlier. Automatic column, in their automatic column, it's arranged with their automatic columns. Okay, with the detail, if you want to see in detail, you can see Alt F1, you can find the detail of the inventory also. Okay, if you want to see extract, means what are information regarding this month. Here Sunday debtors is this much of Sunday debtors, syndicators this much of syndicators we have to pay, and this much of purchase total we have done so far. This is that VAT duties, this much amount inflow to our company. If you want to configure also, just now we saw the configuration details. If you go to here, if you want to configure, you can configure as bill wise, as inventory details also. Let's see, Alt F1 with the inventory details, purchase note with inventory details with input VAT also we can see. If you go to configuration, this is the way how purchase register will be look up. Okay, now let's see with some different registers. Okay, let's see some, for example, statutory masters. Statutory masters, in the statutory masters, let's see with different types of VAT calculations and VAT reports. Okay, okay, let's go to statutory info and VAT calculation. This is the statutory info, this is the VAT calculation. Okay, here is the VAT calculation with the different VAT rates. Let's see the VAT rates. Okay, for example, if you selected input VAT to 12.5%, let's see, this is the VAT classification display. 12.5% on which purchase VAT rate is 12.5%. Is sales? No, it's not a sales. Type of tax is a VAT. Use in composite returns? No. Let's see with the statutory reports. Okay, where, okay, statutory reports, VAT reports. Yeah, statutory reports, these are, that was different types of VAT we can see in classification. For example, input VAT 4% also. Okay, 12% also. Here we can find interstate purchase also we can see. This is the VAT classification, different types of VAT. And let's see the reports of VATs. Here is a VAT reports. Okay, go to the VAT report, VAT computation. Here we can find the VAT computation for March 2009. Okay, this is a VAT. Let's select, okay, only showing interstate VAT, it's not showing another VAT. So let's see, alt F2, 1st April to 31st March. Okay, we have done only for 4%, so we can see the 4%. If we have 12%, we can see the 12% amount. Okay, for example, if you want to see 12%, let's go to the other company. In other company I have made for 12%. This international private limited, where we are presently in international private limited. Here we can see display statutory reports, VAT classification. We have VAT classification but not a VAT reports. Okay, yeah, okay, statutory info. Here is a reports, VAT computation here. Okay, let's find, change the date. Here we can see 12% VAT also. Output VAT 12%, output VAT 4%. Here is a input VAT. Input VAT is a 1 lakh total bill, this one, and this one is a input VAT. Total accessible value of 4% is 4 lakh change. On that, input VAT is this much. Okay, this is a 12% VAT. How we can, here we can see how it is calculated, 12% and 4%. This is the output, 12%, 4%. Okay, this is a 12% VAT. Okay, this is a 4% VAT. Okay, let's get back to the, if you want to see the amounts also, means for example VAT reports, VAT forms also, you can see the VAT forms, VAT return forms, how much we have to get back, we have to return from government, or we have to pay extra to the government. With preview, if you see with preview, this is a with preview option. Okay, so always see with preview option. Okay, so with that we can see before print. This is a VAT form, all said for the zoom purpose, VAT form 100. Okay, now here particular, this is the information of our company, international private limited, address, Downtree Street, month. Okay, but let's see first under VAT reports, VAT computation is 31st March. Let's make it from 1st April, this much of VAT. VAT report, VAT forms. Okay, here only 31st March is selected here, so let's put it 1st April. Whole year we can see. Now we can see for the whole year tax. Okay, 1st to 3rd. Okay, this is the information of the company. Here is a total net tax payable is what we have received from customers. This is 11,000. Okay, 40,000 input tax we have paid, and we have only received 11,000. Okay, so we have received less, but we have paid extra. So net carried forward total, how much? 28,888 we have to receive from the government. Okay, we have another form. Here you can select 1st April 2008 to 31st March. Now you can find here Alt Z, zoom. Here 35,000, 28,000, still the same. Okay, it shows the same. There are two forms. Earlier it was, this is the year, taxation year, types of organized and revise, original and revised statement. this is the year. Date of filing a statement I didn't mention, that's why it didn't mention, otherwise we can mention here. Okay, status of and designation, place, date, name, everything you mention, it will show with all the details. Okay, this is how VAT reports calculated. Now we can also see the CST report. But let's go to other company. In other company I have made CST, not in this company. This is a manufacturing limited where I have created CST. Let's go to the, if you want to see CST, you can see either CST also. This is the CST form. Okay, sales voucher number second accessible value total this much of CST. Okay, this is an invoice form amount type. If you want to see in reports, you can see in reports. This is CST reports. Okay, this much of CST we have to. Okay, here if you want to set form number, you can set form number. This is the form number where, and this is the form date. You can also put, this is a C form type C form. If you want, if you have number, if you are submitting, then this is a form number. And autofill, if you want to autofill, you can say autofill C form. Here if you give here, it is autofill by default. If you have any issue, means if you have purchased outside, issuable, you have to select issuable. If you, let's see, it's not if you enter it, it's not accepting, means you don't have purchase CST, only purchase CST sales only, central sales tax, that is. Okay, this is the way where you can see the CST form.